Hey there guys, hope your day's going well. My name is Rodor and welcome to Within. I saw one screenshot from this game which looked like a monster climbing out of a computer monitor. That's about all the context I got. I looked to make sure it wasn't going to be another incredibly short game, and it's not. Might be 20-30 minutes of playtime, I think. So yeah, let's dive in and see what awaits. Within.
I hadn't heard from my brother in over 3 months, which wasn't unusual. Nick tends to disappear for months at a time, not returning my calls, and then he surfaces again as if nothing had happened. I've gotten used to it. I don't blame him, considering the childhood we had. I've read somewhere that siblings with shared traumatic pasts tend to grow apart faster when they're adults. Then, last night at around 3 a.m., he left a voice message. I heard it when I woke up a few hours later.
Maya, I hope you're okay. I know I haven't been in touch, but I just wanted to let you know. You may not hear from me again. For a while. I don't want you to worry, though. I'm in a spot of trouble, but nothing I can't handle. I'll figure it out.
What they all say.
Whatever you do, don't come looking for me. I'll call you when things are right. I know I haven't said this enough, but I do love you. Always have.
Always will.
Bye, Maya.
Okay.
I must have called him dozens of times, but there was no answer, and then his phone was switched off. I took the next available flight out early next morning. I didn't sleep a wink on the plane. I kept thinking about what kind of trouble he might be in. As soon as I landed, I checked into a motel and then took a cab to the last address I had for him. In the pre-dawn light, the city seemed to grow more decrepit the further in I went, like a thing whose core was growing rotten. I don't know what kind of trouble he's in, but when we were growing up, after Ma died, when it was just the two of us, he'd come to me when he was in real deep and needed saving. And I would save him.
Ah. Okay, sure.
I should get this over with quickly. I'll find him, make sure he's okay, then head back. I'm already missing a day at work. Let's see, he should be at apartment 405.
Left click on objects in your surroundings to interact with them. Like this? No.
Gross. Looks like it hasn't been emptied in days.
Okay, I don't seem to have a
Whose bright
run.
idea was it to leave this open?
Oh.
Somebody
Oops.
should really close this shaft. It's an accident waiting to happen. This is dangerous.
Can I close it? Am I gonna have to fall down it later? Okay, 405. 402. I'm assuming 403, 404, 405 is probably past that. 410. 404. What was that? Did I hear a door open? What was that? Oh god, why did that scare me? 411? 409? Bing bong? Oh, I don't like that. 408. Why is this so dark?
Hello?
You can't do that to me. 407, 406. Bark, bark,
Where'd they
bark,
go?
bark.
There was someone just here.
Oh, you don't say, do ya? What's that? Can I interact with that? Is that a thing? Looks like an ID. Hello? I want that. Nope. Woo, sensitivity is something
Well,
fierce.
this is it. I should just ring the doorbell, see if he answers. Although if he's been drinking, I don't have much hope.
Ding dong. It's a nice door on a ugly building.
I guess he's either not home or he's sleeping off a drunken binge, which would not be entirely surprising. Maybe I should just try to open the door and let myself in.
Well, I'm in.
Gosh, what is that smell? Nick? Nick, are you here? There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
Like this one? Ta-da!
How is
Oh,
he
there's no
living
bed.
like this? This is
Is this an
terrible.
apartment or a hotel? Guess it's an apartment.
Would it hurt to clean up a little? The first thing I'm going to help him do is clean this place up. That alone should bring some positivity to his life situation.
I mean, you can't clean the whole hotel. Do not open, go back. You know, I tend to agree with the sign of
Looks
don't
like
do
he's
it.
literally living out of a suitcase at this point. He told me he was making money on a freelance web development gig. Was that all a lie? What's he doing with the money he gets?
Oh no. There's a computer in there, isn't there? Is this your
Didn't know he
mom?
kept this old picture of Ma. This was taken maybe a year before she died, before the cancer started turning her into skin and bones. When Ma got sick,
Stop
he was
looking at me
8
like
and I was 15. We watched her waste away and die from cancer. We never knew our father. No kid should have to lose both parents so early. We moved in with Aunt Sheba after that. She mostly left us alone, so I had to pretty much raise him. Or at least I tried. I did the best I could, but hell, I was dealing with my own demons. I guess I made a pretty poor substitute for Ma.
You know, generally older sisters do. Because they're not ready to be adults.
I think I just lost my appetite.
I mean, that's not that disgusting. I've seen worse. Okay. All right, here we go.
Right, like this is gonna keep me out. Nick, are you in there? Are you okay? Open this door. I guess I should find some other way to get it open.
I literally just expected it to slowly open. His shoes are still
Well,
here.
there you go. Looks like he's fallen off the wagon again. Oh,
Again?
Nick. I sometimes think if he hadn't had that accident, if his best buddy Alex hadn't been killed, things might have turned out different for him. He was 16, driving home from a party. Alex in the passenger seat. Nick had no business being behind the wheel that night. He was drunk out of his mind. Alex was killed on the spot. Nick survived, but he could never forgive himself for Alex's death. With Ma gone, I was supposed to be the parent, rein him in, but I was a teenager myself, barely holding it together. I should have been tougher with him. I messed up there. I guess I neglected him when it mattered. That's on me.
I mean, no, it's not your responsibility to be the parent when you were the older sibling and you were living with an adult. It's the adult's ability and responsibility to be an adult.
Hello? Nick, are you in there?
Well, I
We're
don't like
playing.
any of that.
Jeez. Hello? Hello? How did this door open?
Okay, what do we got? Corpus? Morbidium? I can't read that one. Okay, so, okay. Looks like we got a console, a DVD player, guitar, a big beefy computer.
Well, at least I know where all his money's going. But where the hell is he?
Who needs a bed?
Who unlocked it? He used to love these consoles growing up. He'd spend hours locked into those games. I guess it was an escape for him after Ma passed and we were living at Aunt Sheba's. The worst period of our lives. He was such a quiet kid back then.
I feel like I've seen this particular console with that little logo before. Okay. I can't read that. I legitimately cannot read that. Okay. Black metal. The sighting. Bren Festival? Seed. Oh, that's creepy. I love those.
I see his taste in music hasn't changed. All the death metal and occult stuff he was always into. He used to be a kid who loved pop. The heaviest thing he listened to was like Metallica. When he hit his teens, everything changed. It was like his personality flipped overnight. He began to sink into this dark place. Started hanging out with the kind of kids who spell trouble. Got into weed, alcohol, and then harder stuff. At some point, it was like he became unhinged. He talked about renouncing God and worshiping spirits or some such thing. I tried to talk sense into him. It felt like every conversation we had escalated into an argument. He kept telling me he couldn't wait to leave and live on his own.
That is typically what happens when kids become teenagers. Oh, Jesus, I do not like that. What do we got here? Oh, hey! That looks familiar.
I wonder if he still actually plays. He was obsessed with the guitar for a while in school, formed a band. They weren't all that good. Lasted all of 6 months.
Beer. Monitor, mouse, keyboard.
This looks days old.
So, okay, what do you got going on down there? That is a very flat motherboard. Looks like it's water cooled, or liquid cooled AIO. That's what it looks like. 2 hard drives, and I can't see much else about it.
Just trash. I'm not digging through that.
All right. Hello, computer.
Your standard issue USB slots.
Thank you. I would have never figured that one out on my own. Okay, got some flat fans. Did it light up in there at all? We RGB? No, we're not. Looks like we have a motherboard error. So, and a really cheap webcam. Boot failure.
A
USB drive missing.
Drive? Let me see if I can find one.
I mean, it's not that simple. That's still series?
This could be it.
I assume that there's multiple, right? There surely must be, because it's not as simple as just a USB to boot from.
Maybe this will do the trick. Let's see if it works.
Let's. I can't back out. Can't back out. Oh. I finally got it all set up. The Sandbox OS. Heavily secure modded Linux variant running VPC. And the game contained within. This may be overkill, but it's better to be precautious considering the rep urban legends around this game. A single exe file. Not very clearly named. No instructions. To think, it took me nearly 6 months to track it down on the dark web. The things I had to trawl through to find it. Things I don't think I can ever unsee. I don't have much hope for humanity anyway. We're broken beyond redemption. I'll continue taking notes in these text files. If this game is real, the lighting and just this and the red, it's all hurting my eyes. If this game is real, it'd make for interesting reading. I could edit it, put it out on Reddit post maybe. Maybe do an accompanying video playthrough would be a cool way to start my gaming channel. I've always wanted to, but never got around to doing it. It's easy to start a channel, but not very easy to consistently put content out. I admire those who do, and with my track record of starting projects, eventually abandoning them, I know how it would end up. You know, I've been there. I've been there. This very channel, a few channels before, I've been there. Believe it or not, if you got the spare time in a day to just record, and then you got spare time a little later, depending on how long it takes, or the next day, it's very easy to edit, and then you just put it out. You just get it done, and start the growth process. And if you do well, and you learn along your way, you get faster at doing things, and you can put more effort into it, and slowly, you can do it regularly, with more effort, which is something I'm working on right now. And yeah, pretty simple. It's not as hard as people make it out to be. It really isn't. Anyway, first things first, I have to get the game to work. It keeps crashing when I click it. The lore says it works at random. You just have to keep clicking. The code is probably corrupted. The urban legend around this game is fascinating. It's not profoundly disturbing, for example. A guy who played it... Okay. What is this? Sandbox OS? I'm very concerned. I hate all of this. What is, oh, is this all trash? I don't like this. Hello. Is that reversed? Sounds reversed. I'm gonna listen to that backwards when I edit this. Okay, so it's maze. Cool. Why does it look like it's breathing? Hello? Do you want to say stuff too? Okay, hi. How you doing? Play log 3.
Wait, that file wasn't there before. I'm sure of it.
Got it to run. First impressions. Creepy, but mostly crappy. A grimy, pixelated PS2 era style walking sim. I hate walking sims. Why do people make them? This game is also unstable. Crashed 4 times already. Good thing I sandboxed it. It's chewing up OS files, and then randomly spitting them back. How is the OS still going? It's lost system folders. Everything on the desktop, including my playlog TXTs. And even the recycle bin? The game has no credits, no title, no save, no load. After every crash, it randomly teleports you to different levels. It was hard to find, had to trawl through fake leads, shitposts and BS. I'd have given up sooner had I not believed there was some truth to the stories. Finally stumbled upon the game almost by accident, following an anon link to a file dump on an Onion server. I found it amidst cryptically acclaimed named zip archives, many of them full of unspeakable images. The myth of this game, which I pieced together after sifting through volumes of heresy and slivers of truth, suggests only one copy exists at a time, and that it selects a player by allowing itself to be found by those seeking it. It is said to have been birthed in the dark web, that seedy underbelly of humanity's worst impulses, forged not by humanity's hands, but by some unknown force. As I spend hours digging into this, the old compulsions of inexorably returning Dark thoughts, guilt, and a craving for alcohol. I've started drinking again. It's impossible to resist. The symbols, the graffiti are pure Sumerian, suggesting an ancient entity, likely greater demon that latches on to its host. Perhaps most disturbing of all, the notion it can... What would just go again? Yam zip yop. Yam zip yom zip. No jump scare this time. No little poof. Yum zip. Okay, well I'm back at the same spot. I didn't randomly teleport. I don't like that. Nice. Love that. Love everything about that. That's fantastic. Love that hissing. Oh, hi. How you doing? Are these your victims?
What the hell is this? Nick!
I was already backing away. Unknown error. System restart required.
I'm pretty sure that was Nick's photo in there. But that makes no sense. I've got to get this game going again.
Anything change around me? No? Hey, something's floating there.
Jeez, that scared me.
Just the lights.
Just the lights.
The electrics here are falling apart, like the rest of the building.
That's Celsius? Yes, okay. I was concerned for a second. As someone who does not use the Celsius. Playlog number 5. Getting worse, growing signs of malevolence, waking nightmares, oppressive thoughts, general malice, an intense craving for defilement, weird sounds from the other room, voices, footsteps, shifting shadows. An hour ago, the webcam turned on by itself and took a pic. I was able to identify the entity from the symbols in the graffiti. Baal Nagin, aka the ill spirit of guilt and grief. Here's an entry from the Deacon, perhaps only Demonology wiki. With some authenticity, a greater demon from pre-biblical times, first worshipped by the Lagani sect in the Sumera, right? I'm pronouncing that right. The then Sumera requires human sacrifice, feeds on fatalism, guilt, and grief, manifests in the recurring nightmare of killers, the lust and regret cycle of sex offenders, the dying fagu of dead men walking, in the guilt of borne by family members of suicide victims, the PTSD of war survivors, in the haunting dread of people gone irrecoverably wrong, a vile, parasitical being that consumes those who it selects. I thought at first there was no point to the game, just walk from point A to point B, activating shrines, but then simplicity could be deliberate. The pattern of the symbols, the piles of the refuse, the filth, the writings on the scrolls, it all suggests an invocation. If so, the point to this game may be to simply complete it. Have I made a terrible mistake? What have I awakened? In the deep dark, the game is trying to... Okay. Now it's going to crash a few times on me. Boom. Okay. Random level this time. Cool. Great. Just a slow-paced walking sim. Totally. Don't say my name. Nikki, was that you? Nikki? Come back, Nikki. Nikki, come back. Oh, it's a scroll. 1 of 4 collected. Thanks, I think. I'm here to save my brother, you demon scum. Give him back or I'll put your lights out. I ain't scared of no demon. My name is Maya, and I've come to save my little brother. You can call me Maya the Demon Puncher, because I'm gonna punch all your lights out. Okay, well that would unlock something. Do, 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 do. Oh, hi, how you doing? Yeah. I'm just here to punch some demons. You a demon I need to punch? Come on over here. I got my fists all warmed up for you. Let's go. Come on. Come on. This is my fighting stance. Don't call me an imbecile. You're the demon here. Nick.
Maya, help me. Please. You have to help me.
What?
Nick?
I'm scared,
What is that?
Maya. It's awful here. Please, help me.
Unknown error. System restart required.
That was Nick's voice, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get this PC going again. Hello? Is someone there? I'll restart it later.
Alright. Hello.
It's too dark in here. I should get the lights on.
Hello. Ooh. Somebody's trying to be a little spooky. Hello.
Nobody. Nick. But his face. What is
I
happening
didn't see his
to me?
face. I was too busy looking at his posture. Beep. I last saw Alex today. He was here, in the apartment, standing by the far wall. He looked the same as he did when I saw him all those years ago, on a gurney, in the morgue, the day after the accident. His body cold, his face split open, his eye wide. Despite his horrific wounds, the odd angle of his neck, he was somehow still alive. He called out to me. He was grinning. But I saw the hatred in his dead eyes. I survived the accident, even though I was the one drunk and driving. I was flung out of the car and came to unhurt, except for a few scratches. He wanted me to follow him. I begged for forgiveness, but I know it's too late for that. There can be no redemption for a man like me. I must go after him. I have no choice. First, I have to call Maya. I have to warn her. I have to tell her to stay put, not to come looking for me, because I know Maya. She'll come looking for me if she doesn't hear from me for too long. She still feels responsible for me, even after all these years. Still blames herself for my failures, even though she absolutely shouldn't. If only she knew that she's the last good thing left in my life. The reason I'm alive is because she saved me 1,000,000 times. But she can't save me this time. Not from this. And I can't let her get hurt. Because if she comes here... I can't tell if I just heard a sound in the game or in my apartment. Well, see, this gate up here, it's closed. So I assume I need to go this way to find the actual way in. So, yeah. Hey ho, demon. Maya the Demon Puncher is coming for you. 3 of 4. Collected. I forgot you have to whisper into my ears all of your sweet nothings. Big appreciate. Thanks. Yeah. Nick, was that you? You scurrying up there. Stop that, Nick. I'm here to punch demons. There was a very lit sound just there. That's fantastic. Also, I am going to listen to these sounds back reversed for me. I'm not going to do that for you. If you Satan? That you kind of look like Satan. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, if you guys want to hear it back in the reverse, that's going to be on you.
What the hell was that?
Nick, wait! Nick!
Uh-oh. This place got dirty. Nick, wait! Nick!
Nick!
Front door. This place got more decrepit. You gonna try to jump scare me here? Hey, Nick!
Nick!
Oh, he doesn't look so good.
Nick, stop! It's me!
Nick don't look so good. Don't worry, Nick, I'm coming. I'm here to punch demons. I'm gonna get pushed down the elevator shaft, aren't I? Or that's gonna happen. You a demon? Come here! Come here, you dirty demon!
Elevator. What the hell was that?
I'm here to punch demons and, I don't know, chew bubblegum, I guess, and I'm all out of bubblegum. That's how the saying goes, right? There's a staircase here, I didn't even know. Nick. Nick. Come back, Nick.
Maya, I'm down here. Come quick.
Maya's about to die. Ain't no fist of demon punching gonna work here today, I got a feeling. We saved our brother a million times, we'll try now, but if this nice warmed up fist of punching the demons don't work,
Come on.
what else can we do?
I'm waiting for you, Maya.
Oh yeah, no,
Where are
demon.
you?
This demon.
We're all waiting.
How far up were we? Oh. Nick, how you doing? Brah. Like, I brought my demon punching fist.
You can't save me, Maya.
I'll punch you too, Nick.
Could.
There's a demon in you, I'll punch you right out.
Even when we were growing up, you couldn't even protect me from myself. The accident, Alex's death, my miserable life.
Is his face ripped open?
Could have been different. If only you'd done what you were supposed to do.
Who are you? What have you done to my brother?
Oh, it's you. Hey, how you doing? Did I punch that demon? Or is it over? I think it's over.
Sometime later, I found myself back in the apartment. I couldn't remember how I got there. There was no sign of Nick, or the thing that had looked like him. And his computer would no longer turn on. I did the only thing I could. I filed a missing person report and flew home. It's been 6 months since then. I've tried every possible way to locate him, but there's been no word from him. I keep thinking about the thing I saw at the bottom of those stairs, the thing from inside the game. When it came at me, just before its awful malevolence could engulf me, something or someone stepped between us and shielded me.
It was the demon punchers.
I think it was Nick who saved me.
Nah, it was the demon punchers. Wasn't Nick. It was the demon punchers. We punched that demon right off, got out of there. Unfortunately, Nick was probably in the middle. He was trying to shield me, but he couldn't. We punched straight through him because he himself was an incorporeal being at the time, and he got demon punched right out as well. Sorry, Nick. That's going to do it for this one, guys. This game, really good. Would recommend you go check it out for yourself. And if you want to hear those lines reversed, you're either going to have to look them up, or what I'd recommend doing, go play it for yourself. Record them yourself, and then play it back for yourself. Don't take the easy way. Don't take the easy way. I'm taking the hard way, because I did it. And now I'm going to go edit this, and I'm going to listen to it back in reverse and see if there's anything there. And I'll tell you what, if there is, I'll let you know down in the description whether or not it would be worth your time to do it just for that alone. But regardless, I definitely think you should go check this out. This game has some real effort put into it, and it was free on itch.io. So if you want to check this one out, link in the description below. I'm going to go pay a little bit of money for the experience that I just received. That was great. I loved it. The storytelling was actually really good, I feel. So yeah. Thank you so much, Crux Game Studios, for the enjoyable afternoon. And until next time, I'll see you guys in whatever comes next. Bye, guys.